This is my 7th and final read in my After the Divorce series. I've done Harry, Meghan, Princess Catherine, Prince William, the King and the Queen, after the divorce, the potential divorce between Harry and Meghan, and now I'm going to do the public. And so the first set of cards is going to be around the time of the divorce or just before. What is the public's mood, the public sentiment around the time of the divorce? Breaking dawn. It's about time. People have been waiting for this day, allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. It's about time that Harry came to his senses and that he saw Meghan for what she was. Anybody who separates you from your family and your loved ones needs to be treated with caution and suspicion. And they just want Meghan to disappear from the royal family because she's caused so much destruction. And we know this came from Meghan because Harry was never like this before he met Meghan. Oh, there she is, the mildew fairy herself. Allegedly for entertainment purposes. She's the one who dished the dirt on the royal family, and it stinks. And public think it's clean-up time. Beyond time that Meghan was removed from her power to claim any connection to the royal family. Wow, don't hold back, public, will you? And there'll be a sector of the public that is sympathetic to Harry, that know that he fell for her hook, line and sinker. They know that he really loved her, and they want to see his broken heart mended. What do you think? How do you feel about a potential divorce between Harry and Meghan? Do you think it'll change anything? Do you think it'll bring Harry back? Please let me know in the comments. Your comments do create a very interesting dialogue. Or do you think Harry has gone too far and you just don't care anymore? This is the public sitting off objectively, watching while Harry's world burns, while he burns his bridges, while he tortures his family. And there's definitely an element to the public that is not at all sympathetic. Listen, mate, you brought this on yourself. You torched the royal family, and we've just lost all care and respect for you. Yeah, that's a very hard-heartedness amongst some sectors of the family. Of the public. And the honeybee. So what I'm getting here, it says reciprocity. We loved you when you were acting in the royal family's best interests, when you had the interests of the world at heart. But then you turned into a bee that stung us. You were out to get whatever you could get for yourself. You were out to make money. You were out to make your wife famous and rich. And you turned on us and you started stinging us, and so now we do have very little sympathy for you. It's give and take with the royal family. They get the support because of the good works that they do, and when you stop doing the good works and you turn into a stinging bee, we're not that interested anymore. So the public's reception is pretty harsh. Goodness, let's read a few more. What do you think? Do you think Harry deserves what he gets? Do you think he can ever be forgiven? And what is going to be the public sentiment after the divorce? What are people going to think of Harry after the divorce? So initially, they're very hard-hearted, although there is a sector that realizes he's going to be broken-hearted. The public after the divorce. And so it says fragment. So there's going to be a variety of receptions. And there's a little ghost in the forest. And this could be the public ghosting Harry, going, look, mate, you've made your bed, lie in it. Interesting. I thought there was going to be much more love and light and gentleness and kindness and people wanting Harry back. Okay, well, let's read what the cards say. What do you think? Do you want Harry back, or has he gone too far? Are you just sick of him now? Do you want him back in the royal family? Do you want him back in royal duties? What do you think? Please like if you do and subscribe if you haven't. Listening. So people will listen to his tale of woe. They will hear him out. But that girl has got a very skeptical look on her face. And she's like, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but we told you so, basically. We could see this coming a mile away. We told you what she was like, and you didn't listen to us. So I'm getting almost like, yeah, you brought this on yourself. Sector of the public is going to be very savage. Ooh, choices, choices. Um, you chose to go down this path. You chose to pretend you were a victim, to pretend you were an angel, pretend you had never done anything wrong, pretend it was the press that painted you as a bad boy. Meanwhile, you really were an angel. You chose this, and now you need to wear the consequences of your choices. Wow, members of the public, you're so harsh. Oh, dear old Harry. If he thinks he's going to have an easy ride from the public. Um, and here I'm also getting, you brought the reputation of real angels into disrespect. Um, you trashed the late Queen. You trashed your late mother. How can you expect us to have any sympathy for you? Wow. Yeah. Risk, it says. You took the risk. You took that step. You left behind the royal family, but you left us behind too. You left us, your adoring public, and you stepped off that cliff because one person told you that you were trapped. And you didn't think about us. You didn't think about your adoring public. You didn't think about how much it would hurt us. And so, yeah, you basically was like a bungee jump without the cord. Um, I'm getting very, very unforgiveness, hard-heartedness, and the public is just really hurt. And don't think that, oh, Spirit confirms it with a cough. Don't think that we're going to now hold you in the same high self-esteem now that we've seen how you threw your family off a cliff, how you threw the late Queen, off a cliff, how you spoke about the current Queen in your book, how you threw your brother off the cliff, how you threw your sister-in-law off the cliff, how you trashed their reputations. Don't think we're going to forget that. Don't think because we loved you didn't mean we didn't love them. We love all of you, and you threw that love away. Whew, forbidden. You spoke about secrets that should have remained behind closed doors, down to your brother's penis and how many sausages somebody had and how you lost your virginity. You know, that poor woman. Nothing was sacred to you. You crossed a line. You've entered into forbidden territory, and we will not ever forget what you did. Wow. Wow. Gee, people are really hard-hearted towards him. Even after the divorce, they're not kind. We wished that you hadn't gone down this road. We wished that you had turned back earlier. We would have supported you. We would have been there for you. We would have loved you. But once you released forbidden information and you breached confidences in a way that we've never seen before, we no longer can respect you. Because you know what? We didn't need to know what happened behind closed doors. We didn't want to know what happened behind closed doors. And even if everything you ever said about the royal family was 100% true, what you did was a million times worse. You betrayed the confidences. You went against the thousands of years tradition of the royal family of keeping things behind closed doors. Wow, I'll pull two more. If you like, please like if you do and subscribe if you haven't. Oath. You swore allegiance to the Queen and country, and you broke your oath. You told us that we, our people, your people, would always be put first in your heart, and you broke your promise. And we don't care anymore, basically. Wow. And the underlying loyalty. You broke your loyalty to us for a pretty face. You ran off into the wilderness. You left us on our own. You showed no loyalty to the family. You showed no loyalty to the armed forces by revealing your so-called kill count. You showed no loyalty to your mother, to that blonde hair, the late Princess Diana, using grief porn, referring to her every moment that you could, pretending that your wife could channel her, pretending that you had your fake near catastrophic car chase to invoke your mother. No. We will never ever forget. You were disloyal to your mother. You were disloyal to your people. And we're done, Harry. We're done with you. Divorce or no divorce. We're done. Wow. Wow, what do you think of that? Do you think that accurately reflects how you feel or how the public feels? I thought there would be some softer cards. There was one small sector that knew that he's broken-hearted, and it was time to mend his broken heart, healing from heartache. Um, but maybe also this is you broke our hearts, Harry. You broke our hearts, and we can never see you in the same way again. Oh, so if you haven't watched the other 6 in the 7-part series about after the potential divorce of Harry and Meghan, please go watch them. They make for very interesting listening. Thank you for listening.